Hi guys, Office Bloke Dave here. I hope you're all doing great out there. I am absolutely loving reacting to music again. I think I'm 5 or 6 weeks into it. It's going pretty well. I'm enjoying it. Some videos are smashing it, some videos are doing okay, but that's alright. I'm very familiar with the process, having done it 2.5 years ago at Office Blokes React, and it's all good. I'm just enjoying the fact that people are enjoying watching these videos with me. And speaking of Office Blokes React, that's how I heard NF for the first time. We did quite a few, like maybe 5 reactions, and he's just great. What a talented rapper, but also touching on topics that it's not just like your typical flexing that you get from a lot of rappers and just talking about basic sort of stuff. It's actually substance and touching on some pretty tough topics. I want to say, I can't remember the name of the song off the top of my head, and people are probably going to have a go at me for it, but we reacted to the song where in the video he's a little kid and he gets taken away from his mum. You're going to have to check it out on Office Blokes React. I can't remember the name of the song off the top of my head. I apologise for that. But a few people in the comment section were saying, Dave, just let it go. Let it go. And what a lot of people didn't know is, at that time, I was going through, like, trying to get my kids back through the courts and stuff like that from a not so amicable split up. And it just resonated with me massively, this idea of, like, kids suffering because of the nonsense of adults and all that sort of stuff. It resonated quite a lot. And I think people in the comment section noticed it and pointed it out. But if it wasn't with the other guys, maybe I would have been choked up a little bit more. But I was like, I was manning up, I was being tough about it. But anyway, I'm chatting on a bit too much. NF has dropped a new song called Happy. And I'm 5 days late on this one. But I've been camping with Ash for a couple of days, so I've not been around. But I'm back now and I'm ready for it. So this is NF Happy.
Dear God, please hear me out. I know it's been a couple years since I've reached out and said hello. I bet you're wondering why I keep obsessing on and stressing all the little things when I should be living life and soaking up the memories. I know I've been selfish, I have no excuse to give you it's true. Hanging by a thread's how I live. I don't know why, but I feel more comfortable living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah, been this way so long it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got to
have a pause somewhere and discuss it. First off, I hate shitty parents. Fuck off. Don't have kids if you're going to not bring them up and not love them and look after them. But that's just my personal opinion. I'm a bit confused here as to whether it's the younger version of herself looking at what she's become, or if that's her daughter being neglected. The jury's out on that one at the moment, because at first I thought it was the daughter coming in, but I'm not sure they've shown him in the same shot at any point, so it could be the younger version of herself that's kind of didn't see what was coming in the future, a bit more full of optimism. I don't know, the jury's out, but it's definitely catchier. It's doing more of the I suppose there's a bottle of beer there actually next to the girl, so I think this may be the daughter. It blows my mind that NF isn't in the charts in the UK. He gets millions of views. His music's got a lot more substance. It's obviously got the following. He's touring, he's playing decent sized venues over here. how many streams, views, downloads do you need to actually get in the charts? I don't think it's a lot, especially in the UK. But I can see just one song gets a bit of radio play on, like Radio 1 or somewhere, which is our big radio station. That'd be it. I know he's already massive in America, but he'd be, I think, number one singles and stuff over here. I'm sure of it.
I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Yeah, been this way so long, it feels like something's off when I'm not depressed. I got some issues that I won't address. I got some baggage I ain't open yet. I got some demons I should put to rest. I got some traumas that I can't forget. I got some phone calls I've been avoiding. Some family members I don't really connect with. Some things I said I wish I would've not let slip. Some hurtful words that never should've left my lips. Some bridges burned, I'm not ready to rebuild yet. Some insecurities I haven't dealt with yet. I'll be the first to admit that I'm a lonely soul, and the last to admit I need a hand to hold. Losing hope, headed down a dangerous road. Strange I know, but I feel most at home when I'm living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. Don't know what's around the bend. Don't know what my future is, but I can't keep on living in. Living in my agony, watching my self-esteem go up in flames, acting like I don't care what anyone else thinks, when I know truthfully that that's the furthest thing from how I feel. But I'm too proud to open up and ask you to pick me up and pull me out this hole I'm trapped in. The truth is I need help, but I just can't imagine who I'd be if I was happy. If I was happy. If I was happy.
Wow, right. So I guess that was a daughter. My interpretation there, and I think I'd have to watch it at least 2 or 3 more times to really grasp the sort of what was going on in the video. At first I thought that's her daughter. Secondly, I thought it's the younger version of her looking at herself and the decisions she's made. But then when they showed them together at the birthday party, I think it is the daughter, but I think it may be a message about essentially like adults passing on trauma to their kids, passing on potential mental illnesses and stuff by neglect. Yeah. Which again would kind of, it explains some of the situation he had with his mum, who, you know, died of an overdose, and I think he was taken off at some point. You know, hurt people, and that goes for parents with their kids and stuff like that. It's a lot more to unpack there. I feel like I'm gonna have to watch it a couple more times and really take it in. But if there's one thing we can take away from it, and it's one thing we can take away from everything, is just step up and just look after your kids. And even if you're struggling, try your hardest to get some help and try not to pass it on to the kids. Like the day I became a dad and just, it wasn't about me anymore, and everything I do is for someone else, it was such a liberating feeling. And if you throw yourself head first into it, it has the power to heal and has the power to make you feel a lot better. And, you know, the cycle continues. That's the thing. If you raise your kids in a happy home, they've got every chance of growing up to be nice, happy adults. If you grow them up if they grow up in a shitty home, they don't get the love they need, they get neglected, they're grabbing a dirty bowl out of the sink to get their breakfast rather than, being catered for properly. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing up with a kid of a certain age going and grabbing a bowl and getting their own breakfast and stuff. A little bit of independence is great, but not in a shitty house where it's a dirty bowl off the sink and stuff like that. That's just my opinions anyway. So I'm pretty sold on the idea that it was her daughter and she was passing the trauma on. But then she then goes, at the end of the video, drives off and kind of confronts her mum because maybe she was treated that way. Maybe it's the sort of perpetual cycle of shitty parent makes shitty parent makes shitty parent, and she was on the verge of just breaking that. Maybe there's a first listen, so I could be wrong, but I think that's what's going on. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Am I right, or did you interpret it in a different way? Let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It does mean the world to me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Cheers.